The heat shimmered over the vast savanna. A pale haze blurred the horizon. 5 Homo erectus walked slowly through the golden grass. Their bodies were lean and strong, hardened by long journeys. They wore hides of gazelle and buffalo, patched and torn with age. In their hands, they carried the ground or maps sharpened with care. Deep, the glint of stones still caught the sun. The trail of giant elephants moving north, searching for water. Every step the hunters took was heavy with hunger. Their stomachs were empty, their throats dry. A storm days earlier had scattered the herds and left the plains deserted. For 3 nights, they had followed these tracks. They drank only dew from leaves and chewed bitter roots dug from the dry earth. The youngest stumbled. He nearly collapsed. But the oldest female placed a water-soaked leaf in his hands. No words were spoken, only survival. The trail led them between acacia trees, their shadows sharp on the cracked ground. Suddenly, the leader raised his hand. The grass trembled. From the thicket leapt a lioness. Her ribs showed through her hide. Her golden eyes burned with the same hunger as theirs. She lunged for the stragglers. Claws flashed. The hunters reacted as one. Spears thrust forward. One pierced her flank. Another struck her shoulder. The lioness roared, thrashing, before retreating into the brush. Blood stained the grass. The hunters stood still, hearts pounding. They knew the danger was not over. Other lions could be near, but they pressed on. They had to. By evening, the sky glowed red with dust. At last, they reached a wide riverbed. Its edges were cracked, but at the center, water glimmered faintly. And there, on the horizon, moved the herd. A vast, gray army. Giants of flesh and bone. Calves trailed behind towering adults. Tusks shone like lightning in the dying sun. The hunters crouched low. Awe and fear surged through them. Then the storm broke. Thunder rolled across the plains. Wind tore through the grass. Sheets of rain pounded the ground, turning dust into rivers of mud. The elephants panicked, trumpeting as they stampeded toward higher ground. One hunter slipped. The flood dragged him down. The others lunged. Hands gripped his arms. With one final heave, they pulled him free, gasping, caked in mud. Through the storm, they closed in on the herd. They had one chance. Only by bringing down an elephant could they survive. Their eyes locked on a straggler, scarred, limping, slower than the rest. The beast turned, trumpeting rage. Ears spread wide, tusks lowered to kill. The hunters surged as one, spears raised, stone points struck deep. The elephant lashed out, hurling one hunter aside. His ribs shattered. The others held on, driving their weapons again and again. Finally, with a thunderous crash, the giant fell. The hunters stood in silence, soaked, trembling, staring at the fallen titan. Hunger, fear, triumph. All at once, they pressed foreheads together. They touched each other's shoulders. Then they carved into the flesh of the elephant. Blood slicked their hands, the first real meat in days. That night, fire glowed at the river's edge. Sparks rose into the dark sky. Children huddled against parents. The wounded lay with herbs bound to their ribs. And for the first time in days, laughter rose among them. Beyond the flames, the storm clouds drifted away. A silent moon shone above. Together, beneath its light, they endured. Together, they lived to see another dawn.